Come with me to plant citrus in a pot. Normally, when you repot a fruit tree, you have to remove the fruit so it can use its energy to create stronger roots. But today, I'm going to repot the ones without the fruit. Make sure you check the label. The dwarf size is good for pots, and the standard size is good for in-ground. Look, it's raining. If you're a beginner, use citrus soils for pots. These trees prefer well-draining, sandy soils. This will prevent root rot. With citrus, you'll want the root to have a little bit of exposure to the air. So don't plant it too deep. I'm removing the soil just to get it right. Okay, this looks like it's a little too high, so let's remove some more soil. You'll want to plant this as high as possible, but still level to the pot. Because over time, the soil compresses and then it gets lower and lower into the pot. If you look at the pot next to it, the soil used to be to the line and then now it dropped a bit. Okay, now let's try it out. Much better. I like this. Now let's remove it from the pot. So if it comes out like this, it means it's been sitting in the pot for a while. Normally, I would take the time to loosen it up to prevent it from being root bound, but I'm thinking about putting this into the ground at a later date. Okay, let's level this out a little more. And because it has such a solid base, you're not going to need to stake this. Normally you would if the roots were kind of flimsy. Okay, this is perfect. So I always put fertilizer in the hole, whether it's in ground or in pot. The best fertilizer is something with high phosphorus, like Gold Dust from Star Nursery. If you're watching from another state, something with high phosphorus, which is the second number. That will help your roots become strong. And strong roots lead to more fruit. I don't know why people have issues with that, but it has never given me problems. However, if the root is suffocated, it might not grow the way you want it to grow. Maybe the flowers might fall off, maybe it doesn't fruit, or maybe the growth is stunted. So I also put diatomaceous earth into the soil to get rid of any bugs that might be gnawing at the roots. I know I talked about animal suffering in my other video, but between my trees and the bugs, I'm always going to choose my trees. No one's perfect. Okay, so now we backfill and give it a little press so the roots adhere to the soil. And that is how I plant citrus in a pot.